Hi children, how are you? Today I am going to teach you Unit 3, Part A, The Selfish Giant. The Selfish Giant. The unit theme is humanity. About the author. Oscar Wilde, 16th October 1854 to 30th November 1900. He was an Irish writer and poet. After writing in different forms through the 1880s, he became one of London's most popular playwrights in the early 1880s. It shows that Oscar Wilde was an Irish writer and poet, and he was the most popular playwright. He was the most popular playwright in the early 1880s. Now you can see the image of Oscar Wilde. Oscar Wilde is best known for the novel The Picture of Dorian Gray. His best play is The Importance of Being Earnest. The Happy Prince and Other Tales is a collection of children's stories. So Oscar Wilde's the best known novel, The Picture of Dorian Gray, and his best play is The Importance of Being Earnest, where we can see physically disabled persons achieved a great success. That is very good novel and very important novel. Now let us see the summary at glance so that we will understand the concept of the lesson. Once there was an old giant. He was very selfish. He had a large lovely garden with soft green grass. Every afternoon, as they were coming from school, the children used to go and play in giant's garden. In this slide, we can see that there was an old giant having a large garden, and he was selfish. But small children used to play while they are coming from the school. Now you can see the image of a giant here. Generally, you know that giant is a huge creature that we can see in many stories. A giant wheel or giant industry, a giant business. So we use the word giant in meaning that a very huge or very big. The giant had been to visit his friend the Cornish ogre and come back after 7 years. When the giant come back, he saw the children playing in the garden, and he has come back after 7 years. So by the time he come back, he saw that children were playing in the garden. Now you can see here images. Children were playing in the garden. Then the giant got angry, and the giant was scolding the children to move away from the garden. The selfish giant told the children that they could not play in this garden. He built a high wall all round and put up a notice board. So here the selfish giant did not like that children were playing in the garden. That's why he has given warning to children not to play here. He has built a high wall even which children could not climb. And not only that, he has put up a notice board that is, trespassers will be prosecuted. So others are not allowed without permission. Now The children could not play anywhere. They tried to play on the road, but it was very dirty and lots of hard stones were seen on the road. Generally we can see, as the children's psychology is to play whenever they get chance. Here children found garden for the past 7 years when Giant was not stayed here. Now they wanted a place to play, so they found the road, but it is very dusty and it is with hard stones and pebbles, so they could not play on the road. Now you can see here in the slide that Giant is scolding the children to move away. Now a boy told that the Giant was very selfish. The Giant opened a door in the wall and told again that he would not allow anybody to play in his garden. So the children tried to move, children tried to come in, but Giant heard the noise of the children outside the gate. So the Giant observed that, and just he opened the door and angrily he told the children that he would not allow anyone to play in the garden. By his selfishness, a very high wall was built around his garden so that the children could not go inside to play. See the selfish nature of the Giant here. When the children heard his voice, they scattered. So scattered mean they dispersed from that place as they like, hurry-burriedly and speedily. Then the spring came and there were little birds all over the country. So here spring is season. So when spring has come, we could see all over the country there were greenery. In the same way, little birds came to enjoy with the new birds and flowers. But it was still winter in the Giant's garden. It shows that as Giant is selfish, even season also didn't come to Giant's garden. Here you can see two pictures in one slide that how much selfish the Giant is. So in his garden, the birds did not come to sing and the trees forgot to blossom. The north wind, the frost and the snow were dancing about the trees in the garden. So here we can see, as Giant is selfish, as he has warned children, we could see that there is no spring season here. All the trees forgot to blossom and there was no wind, no frost, no snow here. But all over the country, the season has changed. Trees has given very good blossom appearance and there was wind, frost, snow, birds noise, everything. So at the end of this summary, let us test ourselves with few comprehension questions. Comprehension: what are the major characters in the play? What do you think children have been named as tail girl, round boy, square girl, etc.? How can you say that the Giant is selfish? Who were with the Giant? What did their names suggest? So as I have sent you the text earlier, so when we read the text, we get the answers. The understanding of the textbook in the form of comprehension, it gives more important vocabulary. So understanding the text and getting answers for the comprehension is very important, improves vocabulary. The remaining things we see in the next session.